Hello, lovelies. Welcome to my channel, the Judith TV Show. My name is Judith. I talk about marriage and marriage-related trending issues here. You're welcome. Friends, I want to quickly react to the dragon, VEEKEE James again. The dragon again this time around. Vicky is always throwing up controversial things about her marriage, and then when you guys are busy dragging her, she doesn't give a damn. So this particular one, she's being dragged for attending the wedding of her colleague, Prudent Okobi, that is Peterson Okobi's wife. They wedded on Saturday. They wedded just this Saturday. And then they were a very wonderful outfit, matching outfit, herself and her husband, Femi, trust Vicky now. But the issue is that while the couple were dancing, while they were dancing, Vicky now came out and was, spraying, the doing, being nice to them, while the husband on the other hand was also being nice to them. But the difference now is that Vicky was busy spraying dollars and her husband was busy spraying naira. According to people, they say it's even, which your mother would say it's even 200 naira. The 200, the color of the naira notes, you can tell from afar. However, people were like, that this is not fair, it's not balanced, and, you're just, Vicky is just trying to give the impression that, I'm the one that is richer here and what have you. Okay, guys, to be honest, I've always supported Vicky, because this is about marriage. You just study who you are with and then know how to deal with the person. Whatever that, flies for you people, whatever that is good for both of you, you just have to do it, just to have a peaceful marriage. But don't just say because every other person is doing something, then you have to be doing it. But in this particular one, I have a challenge with, what played out there. First of all, I want to look at it from the angle that Vicky is a born-again Christian. She's even a gospel singer. I recall that when she wedded, one of the things she said, after they exchanged vows and everything, she said to Femi, at the hearing of everybody, that she's going to be the best wife ever and all that. I will love you and I'll respect you and so on and so forth. Now, this is the time for this kind of a thing to play out. For me, if of course, both of them, they left from the same house. They're living together as man and wife. So when they are going out, at least it should be known that, this is how much we're going to spray. We're going to spray them this amount of money. Apparently, I wouldn't know whether Prudence, did that when the Vicky wedded. So she wanted to pay her back in the particular way she did that. But even if she just decided to do that, Prudence didn't do that. It's not in response or reaction to what Prudence did. The fact about the matter is that, I expected Vicky, if you have $1,000, for instance, and you want to spray the $1,000, there's absolutely nothing wrong in, dividing it into two, giving your husband $500 and you having $500. And if he has like, let's say like 10,000 naira, into 200 naira denominations, it can also be shared into two, so that maybe you guys will start from naira and then end with dollars, or start with dollars and end with naira. That way it creates a style about it. But for you, Vicky, to now come and be spraying $1 and your husband is busy spraying naira, the value of the currency differs. So it tells a lot of story. It gives a pointer to the fact that you are making it look as if you're superior, you're richer, even though we know you are. But a way to have it curtailed is the wise way to go about it. I said that to say this, because by the time you put up your husband out there for dragging, you might not be defending him all the time. Even when you defend him, listen, that guy is a human being. Before you know it, you'll start getting to him. Before you know, those dragging, somebody will tell him something somewhere that will give him sleepless nights. And they might not tell you, because each time such a thing comes, such dragging comes up, you try to defend it and try to justify your action. So you just keep it to yourself and then you'll be dying inside. A big three, very big three like that, if you want to cut it down, the very time you start, if you want to use manual way to have labor to go about it, you get, for instance, a cutlass or a saw or whatever, and you start. The very first time you start, it will look as if it's not doable. It will look as if this can never be done. But as you continue, it's consistency, as you continue, before you know it, that thing will fall down. What do I mean by this? The time people will now be dragging you and your husband, dragging woman rapper, your wife is richer, you're a boy, and so by the time they'll be dragging him and dragging, now you'll be defending him. Maybe now it doesn't mean anything to him, but sister, it will get to a point this thing will start getting to him. He's a man. I am telling you the truth. It will get to a point this thing will start getting to him. By the time he lies down in the, you people are lying down on the bed and all that. Maybe you'll be gisting or you'll be sleeping, but he'll be awake. These things will be running through his mind. But you don't care, you don't mind. But him that they are firing the thing will be getting to him. So the wisest thing to do is not to put up your husband for dragging, not even to put off your wife for dragging. For couples, generally it mustn't be only this Vicky's own, but don't put up your spouse for dragging, because when they are dragging that person, you understand, it depends on the person's emotional ability. Some people might take it, some people might not take it. Even when they take it, at a point the thing will start telling on them, they will start feeling it. So the wisest thing to do is not to put up your spouse up for dragging. So like I said, I expected that, whatever thing that happens, Vicky should know better. That people will start, except if you want to create an atmosphere where people will start dragging you people and all that, which I don't think it's a good thing. It's rather a negative thing, because it runs contrary to what you believe as a covenant child of God. You are to submit under this man. You are to respect this man. You are to honor this man. For every reasonable man there, I said reasonable because there are those that beat their wives and do deny their wives one or two things. But for every reasonable and responsible man out there as a husband, you are supposed to be the king, the priest, and the prophet of your home. So if the man is the king of his own, then you treat him as the king that he is. But by the time you come out and then you're spraying a different denomination which is higher than the one that is spraying, it tells a lot of stories. It communicates something that is not proper. I'm looking at it now, like I said, as a covenant child of God. Otherwise, if you decide to is it not my money? I want to spread it the way I want and all that and all that. Maybe from that angle, well, you might be right. But as a covenant child of God that you are, what is expected of you as a covenant child of God towards your husband? This is part of the respect you are talking about. This is part of the submissiveness. It's not when you come and then lie for him on the ground for him to match on you. No, this is part of the submissiveness. This is part of the respect. And these are the things that keep a man happy. These are the things that make a man, I don't know, even if he looks left or looks right, he will know that, look, there's nobody like you. But by the time you come and then you expose him to this kind of a ridicule, expose him to this kind of a dragon, you are gradually killing the man. And then by the time people will be telling you one or two things and all that, how many people will you quarrel with? How many people will you defend him before? Just how many? Before you know it, now somebody will come and say another one that you won't like. How many people will you defend? So the best thing is, just to try as much as possible to do things right. Since both of you are coming from so I like the videos that you do. You guys are going to go together, the outfits that you make for both of you, and so on and so forth. What I like about that outfit, in fairness to you, Vicky, is that when you sew a very nice one for yourself, you also sew a very nice one for your husband. It's not as if you're wearing those nice ones and he's wearing chinos and following you on about. No, everything is just complementary. It comes very well packaged. So let it not be that in this particular area you'll now make a mistake that will expose the guy to people dragging him and calling him names and everything. But because before you know it, you have to start getting to him, and that is what will not spell good. Okay, otherwise you are doing so well, my sister. Like the other time you said, somebody, if you want to serve your husband food, you kneel down to serve him food and all that. People were still dragging. I said, no, I don't see anything wrong with what you said. The only thing is that you are saying what works for you. For some people, if it doesn't work for you, well and fine. But whoever it works for. But what she's saying is that it is doable. Don't just think because you are probably a professional or whatever, oh, if I do this, you look at. No, there are a lot of women that are doing it. So I was like, no, Vicky didn't say anything wrong. The only thing is that if you know that it's not doable, or if you know that your spouse does not mind, you can do it anyhow you want. But she said this is the way I do it, and then it's good for them. So Vicky, you cannot be serving your husband food like that, kneeling down and doing all that. Then when it comes to that one, you do it publicly. I mean, privately. Then when it now comes to the one that you do publicly, where you're even supposed to hold him in high esteem and all that, and then you are now doing this one that you'll be spraying dollars and you'll be spraying naira, knowing that the value of the two currencies are not the same. One is higher than the other. That's the truth about the matter. So that's what I see about this, and I am like, okay, much as you responded the way you responded, as in maybe you don't care or whatever, yes, to defend what you did. But please, sis, when you get back home, just know that this one, it didn't fly. And when next you people go out, please, you people should package it very well and plan it very well, so that this thing doesn't repeat itself. Because dragging this man, will not be the best. At a point, the dragging and the words of people will break him. That's the simple truth about that. So, guys, that's what I want to say in this video. I don't know how many of us that saw that video. Please leave your comment with me, at the comment section. Let me know what you think. Okay, I know Nigerian men, African men. Hey, they want to. I can imagine what will be at that comment section, but bring it on. Let's see how it goes, okay? All right, guys, I thank you for always watching my videos. I appreciate you guys, all right? I see you guys in my next video. Bye for now, guys.